What's going on, y'all? Let's review today's price action on ES and NQ. So on the daily, we could see that the order block is being respected. I did not think that we'd be putting in all-time highs right now. My bias was we swept twice, and we were gonna sweep here and then power of 3 down and then go, which we still can do. We got CPI this week, so there's a lot of news events. But right now, it's being respected as an order block. So we're mindful of that. Now, if we jump into today, let's see. We've been in this range since last week, June 5th, or Wednesday. This price action is just basically one giant ass range. And it seems we finally shifted out here and we're using this as an order block. But for this morning's open, which I did not catch, I feel like I'm always missing these freaking trades. Where is it? Okay, right here. So today's Tuesday, June 11th. None of this is financial advice, by the way. Please trade your own risk. It's just for educational purposes only. So today we got one sweep here, and then there's another sweep here. So when you see something like this, I'm on a 5-minute. That's usually where I trade. I'm looking for some kind of obvious gap, and the only obvious one I see is this one. So the model would have been, I know the R is kind of shit. Let's see. Oops, wrong one. So it would have been like that. Personally, I would have just targeted this move, but it went for full, not really full actually. It went just for sell side over here. I'm gonna say it's gonna be this wick. All right, so that's what it swept. Let's see how many points that would have paid. So you would have gotten 20 points, risking 2.25 points. What does that look like in replay mode? So, okay, that would have been a 5K. That would have been nice. Let's see. If you jump to a lower time frame, then let's say the 2-minute. Yeah, this one is an obvious gap, and they got in. So when you get a sweep here, and it doesn't have to sweep this one, but usually around the market open, you're gonna sweep again, and then this gave it entry. Okay, so that would have been perfect. That would be, I would give like a B+ setup. So after we get there, and now for me, I'm seeing this swept, but at the same time, when I'm looking at the daily, I was kind of bearish. Where is it? Because at the time, you're not seeing this wick. You're seeing a giant bearish engulfing, and this is being broken. But I guess I'll let my bias get in my cloud my judgment, which I shouldn't have. You just need to follow price action, and you need to be more reactionary and not kind of just trying to predict what's going on. So once we get this on the 5-minute, this is when things start looking bullish. Okay, so forget this. This is the main IFVG to pay attention to, and the model, because we swept such a big level, then we're gonna see full buy side to, let's see, to here. That's full buy side. And you would have marked out this one and this high, and then there's a lot of wicks. So multiple highs. I'm just gonna erase this, and I miss this setup. The R is kind of shit. So personally, I like it when you get an IFVG after you sweep, and then you kind of like tap into it. We didn't really get a tap, so that's why I didn't enter this trade. But it would have been looking something like that, and I would have just targeted there. So 11 points, what would that look like? I feel like there was a better one in the 1 minute. I know NQ was cleaner to trade today, but we'll jump into that later. Yeah, the 1 minute, that one's right. This one's nice and obvious. So that would have been nice. Let's see if there's anything obvious on the 2 minute. It's not as obvious on 2 minutes, so I'm getting rid of that. Yeah, you can't really see it. And what I mean by obvious is like if you step back from the computer and you can see a very big obvious gap, just like this one, and you need to see a big candle breaking out of it. Not really a big candle, just a lot of displacement. So if we were say here, right, and you're loading, and then you would just target right there. And I know it's replay mode, but it's best if you do practice it there. So that'd be 3K on the day. You would have passed one of your evals. So if I'm looking at this, and then is there any more? And then yeah, so if I'm on a 3 minute right now, I'm see okay, there's a minor sell side there. This is sweep. There's no obvious gaps, so you gotta jump in to any lower time frames. I don't really see anything. Okay, there's one here. So there's two actually. So there's two here. So this one would have been a better setup. You would have load this IFBG. So I'd have been. This would be a good level to load. Something like that, and then you just target the most recent high. I think I did short. Oh, I did short one contract because I was too scared. The reason my bias being it was right here, we swept, and I was like, okay, we swept. There's obvious inverse or a gap being inversed, and there's another one right here. You could have shorted on the way down, so it would look like this. Oops. Yeah, that would have been a good move. 8 points. Then you kind of ride it back up. Let's see. How are we looking? What does it look like now? Oh, that one got disrespected bad. We end it. Go, let's jump back. So just recap, there's one setup right here. This is the local bottom, it says 2. There's a nice scalp opportunity here, it's 3. This one would have been chopped up. Oh, right here it is, I see it. So over here. This one really wouldn't fit some of my criteria because it didn't really sweep. I mean, I guess you could say this was a sweep. It's not really the best, and look how far the candle is. So your RR would have been kind of bad, but I mean I can understand it if you can tolerate 4.75 points, or you can try to like get a better entry down here, and you would target the next internal high. But once we broke out of this block, this whole entire thing, then you got a breaker. All right, so we finally shifted, I would say. And what's weird is that we didn't really have any like OBs. Okay, I guess you can say I don't know if I count that one. Yeah, there's not really any clear ones to me, at least on the 15. How about 5? Anything 5? Nah, this is I think it's just this. This was the only obvious inverse left. All right, so let's go to 3 minute. Oh yeah, you got one there. That would have been nice. This would have been better. So you need to have. Usually when I'm trading, I have 2, I have two screens, like one, let's say this is 5, this is 3, and then I have another monitor, so I can do the same thing. So I've actually have 4 layouts. So you need to have multiple time frames to, I guess, check your bias. And another way to check your bias is if you have an inverted layout. So, and then this would have been, oh man, yeah, this is the money. That would have been the money printer, actually. So you get inverse here as 1, and then you get another inverse right here, and it's respected. And then it's kind of just coiling, and it finally breaks through. Definitely didn't expect ES to make the move today to the all-time highs, but we're finally broken range. Let's see if the CPI, we can stay above, or if we're gonna just power of 3 everything. And by power of 3, basically, we got a daily gap now. Well, actually, the day's not over yet. God damn it. Power 3 is basically gonna look like, I guess we do like one small gap up and then like this. But right now we're bullish, so who knows, maybe we cut rates on tomorrow. So let's see, that's ES. Let's talk about NQ. It's gonna be around the same setups. NQ is a monster. I don't know what is going on. Like the same. It's really insane. I don't know. Same thing on the daily. After we swept this, it was just non-stop buying. Yeah, I just kept going. And then this is one was a weird place to stop. I didn't understand it. Because at the time this was one bearish candle and it looked so bad until it closed. And then once you get, you got a big institutional candle. It's mainly the result of Nvidia carrying the whole fucking thing. But let's talk about, where is it? Let's talk about today. So today, where's the image at? Oh, here we go. So this is the money template. And I shared this, I retweeted it when I saw it. And I guess I wasn't paying attention close enough because it's hard to see so many time frames. But whenever you get a high combined with an IFVG, and you're also inside a breaker or a bullish fair value gap, it's likely to start the new market maker model. So let me say that again. When you get when you get a shift over a previous high combined with an IFVG and a bullish fair value gap, it's likely to keep moving. It's going to trend. So just to demonstrate, you get this. You get a downtrend, that's a lower high, then you get a higher low. So you need the shift. You get a shift. There's a inverse fair value gap. Let's say it's above here, and then you shift inverse fair value gap, and there's a bullish gap as well. So you get a BPR, and then it bottoms here. And this move's going to be pretty explosive. So that's probably the best breadth setup. Did it have it on ES? I'm just curious. I didn't really have it. All right, so let's review again NQ. Where's Tuesday? So Tuesday, I think it's pretty much similar price action. Actually, no, this one's different. This one's a clear and obvious PO3. This one just didn't give the gap. Unless you're on the smaller time frame. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we didn't get it. Well, we did get it, sorry. You get accumulation, manipulation, and then expansion down, right? And then you can, it's kind of cool because you can say, okay, this is accumulation, and this is manipulation, and then you get expansion up. So it's kind of cool. You get multiple PO3s, just different time frames, and usually it happens around 9:30 or 10. So let's review this one. So we swept, where you ran all these stops, and I guess you can sweep this level. Is it notable in 5 minute? Yeah, it is. Okay, so you get that. The only thing I didn't like is we did not have any obvious gaps on 5 minute. So the only one you could have really identified was on the 1 minute chart. So if you're looking at this, what do you see? Where's the gap at? So you need to wait for it to sweep this, because there's a lot of equal highs here, but I guess this is the main level to sweep. Swept it. Here's a big gap staring right at you in the face. You break above, and then it's getting disrespected right here. They're trying to run your stops right here. So you could either bid your short entry inside, which I like to do. I like to put it in the 0.5. So my entry would have been like this, and then my target personally, where did it even stop? Where did it stop, man? Yeah, I don't know if I would put it there. I'll put this order block. Yeah, this would have been. I'd give this an A+ setup, just because just a sweep, and I would have targeted right there. So 44 points. What does it look like? Right, let's pretend always. All right, so already been out. TP there. That's 4.5K. So you ought to be done passing your eval. And then watching it again after you sweep, do you see anything? No, not yet. You need to see a bearish gap, right? So, all right, there's your first chance right here. Okay, now this is better. You get, so 1. That's a good sign. 2. Now you got 2. Let's let it play out. And then, what do you guys notice? You get a shift. The only difference is this gap wasn't inverse yet. It's this gap. That's the only difference. Okay, now this is inverse, and then usually when you get that, you're gonna run all the way back up. So, I mean, let's just see let's say it's like right here. Yeah, first idea. Nothing yet. Right there is activated. And then boom, you're done. But yeah, this I can definitely see if someone's getting chopped up like in this, but it's just channeling. And yeah, I understand. Yes, it's hard to hold, but if you're funded, it's just like it's whatever, you can hold it. If it's your money, then yeah. If it's if your money's taking this, I can definitely see how hard it is to hold. All right, so let's NQ. That's 2 setups right there. Let's end this. Take out. Take this out. And then, okay, so now let's say we already ran these stops. We already ran buy side up here. And if I'm looking at this, what do we see? You got a 5 minute inverse fair value gap. You get a shift right here, And then when you're using a lower high as a higher low, that's a pretty good chance. And you see this kind of reaction, it's a pretty good chance it wants to go higher. So not only is this an order block, but this is also a sweep. So there's a big confluence in this zone that we want to go higher. I did take a short here. I only took one contract, so that was a nice obvious one. I'll give this one, I'll give that a B setup, only because, okay, we did sweep right there, so it's not bad. I'll give it an A actually. We swept the major level right here. On a lower time frame on a 2 in 1 minute, you swept over here, and then you have your big gap. You broke through it, displaced, and then you retrace, and then you dive into it. So those are the kind of setups that I like. So what does it look like on the 1? Looks like that. It's fucking perfect. Okay, so where was I? This happened. Yeah, that's the trade I took, but it was only one contract, so it wasn't that big. Yeah, and then there you go. There's a lot of ways to make money. You just have to have your own model and stick to your rules and discipline. You don't want to just keep gambling, try to taking every setup. You don't need to take every setup. You just need to take a few setups a week even. So once we hit here, we swept, then I'm already out, right? So what are we looking for now? Okay, well there's a big obvious gap right here. Did we get activated yet? No, not until right here. And the thing is, these wicks are fine, and yes, again, they're hard to hold, but they keep closing inside the IVG, and once that's telling you right now that it wants to go higher. And what do you notice? There's another gap right here, a bullish gap. We're retracing into it. Every time you have a order block right here, and you have a big gap, a bullish gap, more than likely it's gonna go higher. So there's multiple confluences, multiple evidence supporting that we're going higher. And what do we notice? More order blocks, right? So you could even, I would classify that even as a propulsion block. So swept, oh shit, you can even say this is an order block. There's another one, an order block, propulsion block, respects it, another one, and then eventually just keeps stepping up. So let's see if there's any obvious, oh yeah, I forgot this IVG here too. Is there any obvious ones on a 3 minute or 2 minutes? Yes, there is. So this would have been good. This would have been good. Why? Swept here. Bearish for value gap. That gets disrespected, becomes inversed. And then you could you stack your entry. So just like that. What do you target? It's hard to say because you're making all-time highs. But if you're like me, just neat trick. Oh shit, where is it? Oh, I guess that wouldn't apply. Be here. Maybe not. I thought I had it down. Yeah. Yep. Okay. That'd be a good target. That's what I'd be targeting if it's all-time highs. Let me clean it up. Man, yeah, NQ is so clean. Fuck. Excuse me. Yeah, how How many order blocks did we put in? Jesus Christ, this thing's kind of like, this is a thing of beauty, man. Oh, we put in 2. So nice. Is there any more obvious ones? No, I know there was more. One second, find it. It's gonna bug me. Oh yeah. It's just on a daily. Yeah, I see it now. Order block there. It's just like ES, another order block, and just keeps going. All right, so that's NQ and ES. Hopefully that helped you identify what I was seeing in the market today. And then the plan is to just get multiple accounts, get funded and copy trade, and just take that one setup, consistently. You don't even need to hit. You only need to hit like $300, $400 a day, and just keep stacking it. You know. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.